Hey guys, this is Tyler Phillips here. In my last video I recorded, we were talking about the NSU uniform for NJROTC. Now we will be talking about the service dress blues.
So
Let's
this
get
is
into it.
the service dress blues. So like I stated in the last video, everything you need to know is in your service manual. Um, but let's go over this. So we're going to start with the ribbons, like we did on the other video. We're going to start with the ribbons. This is the easiest thing to put on here. So let me get that on. So if you see here, the ribbons are like the others, and you put it 1/4 inch above the breast pocket. Now with this, instead of lining it up with the crease, because you don't see one here, there's no creases right here, you line this edge up with the edge of your pocket. So this is what it should look like when it's the lapels down. So the next thing are the service stars. The service stars go the same spot above this 1/4 inch, centered with the ribbons. So okay, so like the other uniform, there's not too much of a difference here. It's just, with these you do not need cardboard backings because the uniform is thick enough to keep it from sagging and all that. So the next thing we'll put on here are my medals, just like the other ones. Unlike the first video, this is more intended for NS2s, NS3s, and NS4s, or cadets who are on color guard and they are permitted to use the dress blues. Now let's get these medals on here. Now just like the NSUs, the ribbons go down 1/4 inch from the top of the pocket. Now let's get into something that's a bit different. Now on the lapels here, you put your rank insignia and your J-bar over on these, right? But instead of being 1 7/8 from the corner here, it is 1/2 inch from the bottom, lined up here. Let me just show you. This is what it looks like. It's a 1/2 inch above the bottom of the collar here. Not, it's a little bit on the lapel, but it's mainly on the collar. Now it's the same over here. It's a 1/2 inch parallel with this. It'd be like that. So that's what the ranking insignia will look like. It's the same with all of them. It's just they look slightly different. Now I went ahead and put my GPA star on there because it's the exact same as the NSUs. It's a 1/4 inch above the center of the J bar. Now let's get over to the name tag. It's a little bit difficult to do this. You can see it has no pocket here. So what we got to do is we got to line it up with the the bottom of the ribbons here, or the top of the pocket. I'd recommend just to line it up with the bottom of the ribbons because it's a lot easier. You can just take your ruler and line it up. Now you have to position your dress blues a certain way so it gets aligned properly, but let me go ahead and so get that on where it needs to be positioned here. It needs to be parallel with the bottom of the ribbons, or 1/4 inch above the left pocket. Now that's a little hard to measure, that's what the book says, but it's basically you just take your ruler, you lay it across, you line it up with the bottom, you line it up with the bottom of that, and you should get it correct. Now it takes a little time. You got to get it, not crooked. You got to position your uniform properly. Now it's the same with the pins. It's a 1/4 inch above. Now, if you were a team commander and all that, you'd move your, team commander ribbon over here 1/4 inch above. So I'm just gonna right. So I got the pins right now. Now we're going to go over to the shoulder cords. Now the shoulder cords, they are attached about the same way, but there's another way you could attach it. You could either attach it with your gold felt anchor, like I said in the other video, like the NSUs. Now I say it's a little difficult because you got thick fabric. Now the other way is a gold coat button. Now the gold coat button they are specifying is not the large one. It's a smaller coat button. I don't have one here to demonstrate, but basically what you do is you would sew it on your shoulder, and then you would attach your cord. It'd be the same over here. So if you had a shoulder cord, you could either use a fouled anchor or a gold coat button, a small gold coat button, and sew it on there. Now I don't have a gold coat button, so and also I don't need fouled anchor to put this cord on, so I'm just gonna throw it on there and show you what. Now these shoulder cords, they like the other uniform, you need to have them parallel with the seam of the sleeve, and this is what the uniform should end up looking like when you're finished. Everything should be like that. Now you'd also have a white colored shirt and a tie with that, but when you tie your tie, it needs to be about a inch above your belt buckle, and I'm not very good at that. It's not going to be real noticeable, but I recommend if you're allowed to take your service coat off, I'd recommend to get that as proper as possible. So if you found this video to be helpful in any way, please like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a nice day.